Hey guys, Coach Will and Coach Adam coming to you from Total Performance Training Center in Jackson, Michigan. This week for Wellness Wednesday, we're going to talk about recovery.
So last week we talked about product versus process, and part of that process to get us that end game product is recovery. So we know it's not the fun stuff, lifting the weights that most people like to do, but it's a super important part of the process to make sure we're prepared every day. Big part of our recovery is our sleep. We know a lot of our athletes aren't necessarily getting the amount or the quality of sleep we'd like to see, and we know is important for not only just performance but just growth and brain health. We always tell our athletes try to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night. That can be a little bit more, a little bit less depending on your age. And person to person that varies a little bit, but sleep should be in a cool, dark room. There shouldn't be a lot of bright lights. And trying to cut out like TV and phone screens like 30 to 60 minutes before bed is also going to help kind of our body kind of wind down at the end of the day so that we're ready to fall asleep right when we get in bed.
Yeah, and right alongside with sleep is nutrition. So we preach all the time, whether it's weight gain or weight loss, that our athletes are eating a couple times throughout the day, they're making the right choices. But when it comes to recovery, it becomes a little bit more intensive in terms of what you should be putting in. So the first thing we talk about are good, healthy fats. So things like fish, avocados, and our coconut oils or maybe olive or flaxseed oil. So those good fats for us are going to help reduce inflammation. And we know inflammation mainly as you roll your ankle, it swells up, it gets really big. You put some ice on it, you put it above your heart, and hopefully the swelling goes down. But after your workouts or after your games, if you're sore, that's a type of inflammation that your body has as well. So getting good fats inside of us is going to help get rid of that inflammation, help us recover a little bit quicker, but also nutrition as a whole. So coach is pushing you hard, you're pushing yourself hard in the weight room, and in order to push ourselves that hard, it's important to have good nutrition. So if we're putting bad things into our body along with beating up our body by training hard, then chances are our performance overall is going to go down.
Another thing we talk about with our athletes for recovery is foam rolling. So our athletes, every day they come in, they spend about 5 to 10 minutes foam rolling, full body or kind of just the parts that are hurting them that day. So foam rolling, essentially the poor man's massage. So any tension we have built up in those muscles, we can use a foam roller or other implements like a lacrosse ball or a dowel to kind of help loosen up and get those joints feeling like they can move a little bit better than prior to foam rolling. Now it doesn't mean we should be spending 30 minutes a day foam rolling, 5 to 10 minutes tops. If you're spending 30 minutes, we're probably just not being very efficient with our time in that foam roller. If we can just pick 4 or 5 spots and hit them for 30 to 60 seconds each, most days of the week, I think we'll be ahead of the game there.
So overall, when it comes to recovery, if you wait until you're hurt or you wait until you're dead tired or extremely sore, then chances are you've probably waited too long. Recovery is something that you should be incorporating into your practices, your even after game rituals, all your workouts. Try to do a little bit each and every day instead of waiting until it's time for it to do it, because chances are you're going to be behind the ball. It's not going to be as healthy for you. So look at recovery as something that's going to be preventative for maybe injuries and things along down the road. So the more that you're able to incorporate recovery and accept it as part of your training, the better off you're going to be as an athlete.